Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this video. This is Sanket and you're watching the Techno Drift. Now 5G has still not arrived in India, but brands are making sure that they have proper 5G phones before even 5G comes to India, so that when 5G comes, people can enjoy the 5G speeds. So in today's video, we'll review the newly launched Realme X7 after using it for 30 days. So sit back, relax, buckle up and enjoy the video.
Pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. I've been on the flex since flex zone. Neighborhood all in your eardrums. I ain't never scared like Bone Crush. Boy, I got God, don't fear none. My line busy, take no calls. Feels like I don't have no flaws. Snakes in the grass, cut those off. Yo, squad shady, my bros raw. No breaks, we go. Throw shade, that's a no. Go high, go low. Like spinning in a 644. Cash money like 504. Ball like AD24. No sleep, need more. Pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up.
Now I hope you enjoyed the intro, and if you did, then please hit the like button and make sure you click the subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it. And for all those who understand Hindi, we also have a channel for them in which we discuss informational tech topics, so make sure you subscribe to that channel also. Now without further wasting in time, let's start with the video. So I'll not be covering with the initial impressions part. If you want to check that video out, you can click here in the I button or you can check in the description below. So first, if you look at the overview of this device, there are two problems here. First is that there's no headphone jack here, but thankfully at least Realme has provided the converter inside the box. And second is that there's no option for storage expansion. There's a dual nano SIM slot, but a hybrid SIM slot would have been better. Also do note that there's no support for carrier aggregation. The speakers are good here, but there's no option for stereo speakers. Now this phone comes with a polycarbonate back and a plastic frame, but it is a matte finish, and I kind of like this type of implementation because it feels premium as well as doesn't attract much smudges. The phone is also very lightweight at 176 grams and is pretty slim too at 8.1 mm. The weight management has been done very nicely, and the phone feels very premium when you hold it in your hands. Coming to display, here you get a 6.4-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED panel by Samsung that although doesn't support high refresh rate, but there is a 180Hz touch sampling rate. The display produces very punchy colors and is pretty bright outdoors. When it comes to content consumption, the phone supports wideband L1, which means you can watch HD content in both Prime Video and Netflix. Now there are three things which I don't like here. First is that there's no mention of display protection, which I'm assuming it to be Gorilla Glass 3. Second is that the chin is too big for my liking and it kind of looks ugly. And third is that it doesn't support high refresh rate. Confused about high refresh rate? We have explained it in our video in the Hindi channel. Make sure you watch this video here. Coming to the cameras, there is a triple camera array which holds a 64 megapixel primary sensor, an 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor along with a 2 megapixel macro sensor. The primary cameras have good color signs, great details and a good dynamic range. The wide angle cameras are also great, but the photos are a little bit darker when compared to primary shots. When it comes to portrait mode, this phone takes good portrait shots, but the edge detection could have been slightly better. The 2 megapixel macro camera also doesn't disappoint a lot and is good for the price point. Night mode works well too with great details. When it comes to selfies, the phone with its 16 megapixel punch-hole camera takes good shots, but as usual the edge detection could have been slightly better when it comes to portrait selfies. When it comes to videos though, there are some focusing issues and the video stabilization also can be improved with more software updates. But Realme has also provided a super steady mode for videos. Now have a look at the front camera footage. This video is getting recorded at 1080p 30 fps and the audio is also getting recorded through the internal microphone. You can get an idea of the color correction and exposure compensation. I have turned the AI beautification off. Now I'm walking and you can get an idea of the video stabilization as well. So yeah, that was the front camera footage from Realme X7. Talking about the software part, you get greeted with Realme UI version 1.0 on top of Android 10. Now Realme UI is full of customization and there are also some pre-installed apps from Realme. But thankfully at least there are no banned Chinese apps. Now there are ads, but thanks to Realme you can all disable them with a single toggle. The specs are good for this price point and the overall day-to-day performance is great. Now this is a great device for multitasking and it feels pretty smooth and snappy. When it comes to RAM management, the phone can easily keep 8 to 10 apps in the background without even reloading them. And for all those who judge the performance of the phone through benchmark scores, here are the results. When it comes to gaming, we played Call of Duty here and it runs in medium graphics with high frame rates. Well, when we played with high frame rates, there were minor lags and frame drops, so medium frame rate is recommended. Overall, I would recommend that this is not the perfect smartphone for gaming, and if you are looking for hardcore gaming, then we'll recommend checking out some other phones. But for a reference, have a look at the gameplay. In view of the security, you get the in-display fingerprint scanner, and as usual with Realme, the fingerprint scanner are always pretty fast. And the same goes for face unlock also. Talking about battery, this phone comes with a 4310 mAh battery and it should last you a day or even more than that. Actually, because of the AMOLED display and the power efficient chipset, you get a very good screen on time of around 6 to 7 hours or even more than that if you are a light user. And in terms of charging, you get a support for 50 watts charging and you get a 65 watt charger inside the box. And how can I miss 5G? This is a 5G phone and it supports 4 5G bands: N1, N41, N77 and N78. It is of course better than Mi 10i that only supports 2 5G bands and OnePlus Nord that only supports 1 band. But it's certainly not better than Moto G 5G which supports 10 5G bands. And for all those who are unaware of the pricing, the Realme X7 comes with 2 variants: 6GB and 128GB variant priced at 19,999 and 8GB and 128GB variant priced at 21,999. Now according to me, Realme X7 is an okay smartphone if your main priority is for 5G. But if you also want the 5G along with a bigger screen, higher refresh rate display, microSD support, 3.5mm jack, along with a bigger battery, then you can also check out the Mi 10i from Xiaomi. That was all for this video. We hope you liked the video, and if you did, then please hit the like button, and also do not forget to share this video with your friends who are searching for a good 5G smartphone under the 20k segment. If you have any questions regarding this device, then please feel free to comment below and we'll definitely reply. Also, if you want to get in touch with us, then do follow us on all our social media handles. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and a giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drip, yeah, I'm fitted up.